Hello, I am Alberto Bell, Research Manager of IDC Spain. And today we're going to speak about cloud. And we are happy you have the pleasure of chatting with Xavier Poisson, who is Vice President of HP Cloud Helion for the Europe, Middle East, and Africa region. Hello, Xavier.
Hi, Alberto.
I wanted to ask you in the first place, well, the world of cloud has changed. A few years ago, companies were maybe not reluctant, but they weren't very convinced about going to the cloud, whereas now it is kind of mainstream and companies are using actively cloud. What has changed?
Well, what has changed is that I believe that the enterprise have understood that cloud was a delivery mode, like a traditional IT, but it was giving the advantage to better align the consumption of the IT to the business. And you know, at the end of the day, we come out of a big crisis. Enterprise need to save money, and the fact that they can consume for some of their workloads part of their IT in another way and pay it as they use it is making the difference. So this is the first point. The second point is that hybrid becomes real. When I said hybrid, it is the fact that today cloud is not public cloud, or it's not a private cloud, or it is not a virtual private cloud. It may be a combination of all of that. And there was a lot of people saying public cloud will do everything for an enterprise. You know, people were not happy with that because of data privacy, because of security, and so on. So we're not going to that. Now, the enterprise have understood that the essence of cloud, it is a service catalog. It's how you transform your vision of the IT, of application, infrastructure, data, to design an object which is a cloud service, which is made of applications, of course, data, not data, but links to data, and also infrastructure, not infrastructure, but links to infrastructure. And when you make this abstract, you create a cloud service, and then you can, according to what you want to do, if you want to have a lot of security, be the private cloud, or even traditional IT, or if less security, more flexibility for cost, you can go in public cloud. The good point is that the cloud service is inside a service catalog, which is independent from the delivery models. So it gives a lot of flexibility to the enterprise to decide today what they want to do, where they want to place their workloads. So this is a big, big change in the awareness of the customers. Of course, you know, the fact that we have more and more capabilities to include pay-per-use in all these delivery models is very good also. In the past, you know, making a hybrid with private cloud and you pay the private cloud as you use it was not possible. Today it is possible. And the solutions are very well integrated. And today the solutions also to create this service catalog are very, very interesting. There is another point which is very important. It is a cost. Because you cannot do cloud if you have not virtualization. And virtualization is costing a lot of money to the enterprise. To be clear, we see a lot of projects where virtualization is costing 30% of the project. So today, adding some more cost to make the cloud was complicated. Now, with the evolution of the technologies and the growth of OpenStack and open source, you know, you can make infrastructure as a service with a solution like OpenStack, which are not costing a lot of money. And if you are able to sometimes, because you can do it, replace 20% of the virtualization cost and free up this money to make more cloud services, management of change, and so on, it is possible. And this is a new card on the market, you know. It's possible to make it differently. So these are essentially the main work stream that we see.
This is a big transformation for the IT department. And I was wondering, what makes HP Helion different? Why should the IT departments go to HP Helion for their transformation?
I believe the first reason is that we have a track record of success which is astonishing. We have been deploying hundreds of private and public clouds for our customers. It is the first reason. And we have been delivering most of our projects, I would say, on time, on budget. And it makes a difference. And we care also about management of change. because moving to cloud, moving to the notion of a service catalog instead of applications in silos means that the customer needs to change. And we make a lot of effort to work with these customers to design their journey, to combine the efforts, and not to lock them in. You know, if you speak about the one main offer of HP, which has been and is still a cloud system, by design, it has been built to be working in heterogeneous environment. HP hardware and not HP hardware. Different hypervisor, VMware, Hyper-V, KVM. So we were giving the customer the opportunity to choose. The second one has been the service catalog itself. With cloud services automation, the big engine of HP to build this catalog of service I was speaking before, you can handle quite any circumstance. And you can start from your application portfolio, isolate what is core, what is context. Everything which is context can be eligible to cloud. And then you can trace it, you can design your new processes inside the enterprise with the cloud services automation. And also, you can combine the two worlds of application, the legacy ones, and it is still 80%, 85% of the portfolio of application of a customer, and the new ones, which are more cloud-ready by essence, the ones that the young people are developing every day today. And with CSA, you can aggregate all of that and allow that the delivery models are independent of that. So it has been a big reason for our success on the market. The other point is standards. You know, HP has been committed to deliver with standards. So it's the history of HP. And the big journey we have undertaken with OpenStack already 4 years ago is of real value, because when Meg Whitman is saying we invest $1 billion in cloud, the latest announcement that perhaps everybody has been listening to, is not to build more data centers. You know, we have so many data centers in EMEA with a utilization rate which is average 35%, you know, for the service providers. So it's not building more data centers that will solve the problem. What will solve the problem is really to give an infrastructure as a service capability for the enterprise that can be used in private cloud, in public cloud, in hosted private cloud, on relying on standards, on open source. And this is OpenStack. That's where we put the money in. If I had to take one image, you know, what we want to do is to build an engine for cloud which may be comparable to the most famous operating system you have seen in the past. Meaning reliable, meaning secured, meaning highly available and scalable. And so OpenStack is growing, and I believe that our customers recognize that the big efforts we have been doing are paying off, and we have proof, because we are the only one in the US, not here because it's not our strategy here in EMEA to have public cloud services, but we experiment everything we deliver at scale on a very, very big public cloud based on OpenStack. So we have the proof point. The other point, which is very interesting for our customers on the global ecosystems of the IT industry, is our network of channel partners. When you are a company, you know, of 300 or 400 people, you work with your channel partner who has been working with you all these years to propose to you some new solutions. And we have invested a lot of money, and we continue to do that, in order that our channel partners get skilled on building private, public, and hybrid cloud. In order they can get skilled on designing a service catalog for our customers. And this has been really recognized by the market and by the ecosystem of channel partners. We have a certification for them, which is a Cloud Builder certification. And it's very strict in order that the technical people, but also their sales people, are able to engage, and we support them heavily. So this is also a big differentiation for HP on the market, because if you are a customer, more and more of the channel partners, resellers, are certified by HP to be able to handle correctly a cloud project, and according to the need of the customer, design the journey of the customer. So this is important. The last point would be certainly that we have a comprehensive organization dedicated to that. You have seen that in the news of HP in the past quarters, and we are now focused delivering cross business units around cloud computing for small projects, but also a project that can reach hundreds of millions of dollars. So, and we cover the comprehensive spectrum of the need of the customer, from analyze, build, design, implement, and support. So this is what has been a recognition of the market to HP.
That's a big transformation, not only at the IT department, but at the business level, the whole business level. What is your vision for the future? How is cloud going to be like in the next years? And not just cloud, but how are business going to be like in the next years?
Well, perhaps I will be a bit provocative here, but you know my dream? My dream is following. We are here in Madrid, and if you want to go to the restaurant tonight, you will take your iPhone, you will book a restaurant, and it will be done in 1 second. Now, we are in Madrid today. Let's imagine that you are running a transportation company, 200 people, and you have been listening about cloud computing, that it could help you to go better. My question is, where do you go to find the right cloud service for your company that you will subscribe immediately in order you can make it happen for, I don't know, optimization of your supply chain or marketing? There is nothing. This is the dream I have, and the dream we are experimenting now with the Cloud 28+ project that I've been launching, in order that we put all together all the players of this industry, service providers, government, software vendors, channel partners, in order we build in Europe one place, one service catalog on which every single company could go and subscribe cloud services aligned with their business. The good point is that our vision on that is that it should not be operated by HP. It should be a kind of self-governed organization with all the members being part of it and governing it, and in the respect of data protection, data rules inside the EU. Typically, you know, let's imagine that a big service provider here is part of this ecosystem and has designed a smart city cloud service for Madrid City. They would publish it on this platform, and let's say that another cloud service provider in UK wants to make the smart city cloud services for London. They would be able to subscribe to this cloud service, but execute it locally in their data center for data privacy. So it's a vision where everybody is winning. And it's not one organization in the central making the money, it is everybody making the money at the edge. If we manage to do that, we will stimulate a lot the software industry, software development industry. What I would like to see in the future for Europe and for EMEA is that we really have more young people developing cloud services for, you know, the countries. And this is a vision. This vision, we had it last year and we are implementing it now. You have been listening certainly to Helion Network that we have been announcing also, which is taking this vision at worldwide level also. So it is not HP only in EMEA, it's everywhere that we want to do that. We believe that the model of big service providers capturing the market is not probably the only alternative. And we want to introduce a new way to consider cloud. Why? Because cloud services for me need to be business cloud services. Let me take an example. You know, some years ago, if you had a bad product from a food industry, you needed 42 days to start to recall it on the planet because of the different distribution schemas and so on. If you take a company like Danone or another one that they wanted to implement that, you know, it was not possible because it will be used once or twice a year, and it's a lot of money to do that. So one organization, GS1, has been thinking about that and has built a specific cloud service to recall products that can be used by all the food industry. So we have been working with them, of course. And today, this deadline of 42 days has been brought back to 2 days. So you can imagine the number of lives we are saving with that, the number of also money that is saved by the company. So this is what I call a cloud service. You could imagine many of them. You could imagine also in the healthcare industry for all the radio machines, you know, more and more of that are software dependent. You could imagine to publish on this platform that I was explaining, the cloud service itself. It could be hosted by a service provider in the country to respect the data privacy and so on, but the hospitals could subscribe to it and use it and pay it as they use it. It is a different way to consider IT. It's really aligning IT to the business in order that our customers can get more agility, of course, save money, of course, and pay as they use it, but also have more creativity to use IT in its core function that it has become a business engine. So this is the big vision we have on all of that with standards, because we are playing with standards. OpenStack is at the core of this strategy, of course. And to come back on security, data protection, and so on, we have been working heavily to create value and intellectual property for the European Union, for the Commission, since we participated to the Contrail projects for interoperability in cloud. Also COCO 1 for data compliance and conformity, and also accountability for cloud. So we have a huge effort to really not only build interoperability, but to build it in order that everybody can be confident around the data, around how it will be used. And I believe it's very important today in EMEA, but also in some other places on the planet. And we are developing a lot of things in that area.
Well, quite a revolution and quite a vision that you have for the future. We at IDC will be happy to watch it as it grows and develops. Well, thank you very much, Xavier.
No, thank you, Alberto.
We will be in touch in the future and see how it goes.
Absolutely. You will see the first one, certainly the first execution of this vision at the end of this year.
We'll watch it. Thank you.
Au revoir.